Hello and welcome back to Honestly Smartless. I'm Chelsea Toronto.
And I'm Dr. Lindsay.
And welcome.
Each week, we're just two dumb girls chit-chatting away. Welcome back to our conversation.
And welcome 2025.
Woo!
Happy New Year.
New Year.
Only my favorite noise in the whole world.
Okay, well, let's start off with a cute, cuddly critter, because who doesn't love that? And this is a special edition because it's not even a real critter. It is on Instagram at DZZZZZ.
D's nuts.
Yeah, D's nuts. It's an AI multi-poo, which is a little tiny white dog, which is the fluffiest little haircut and the cutest little paws. And this little tiny multi-poo, does he have a name? No. D's nuts is his name. AI videos of him making pasta from scratch with his little paws. He's cracking the eggs. He's mixing it together with the flour. He's rolling out the dough. He's cutting it into pieces. He's going to the grocery store to go pick up the goods that he needs for the sauce. He's putting it all together. His little white paws never get dirty, which is amazing. I guess that's why it's AI. But it's the cutest little pup. And if you just need a good pick-me-up, go watch him.
Right. I do follow D's nuts.
Yeah.
He is also, let's see, I guess, what? A butcher?
He's a butcher, a baker. He's a gift maker. Like a nursery rhyme?
A gift maker.
Yeah. What is it? A butcher, a baker, and the
candlestick maker.
There we go.
These nuts.
These nuts.
I enjoyed it. I think I'm going to ask AI to make me the same thing, but as poodles.
Oh, yeah. Cute. Okay. Well, anyways, what are you buying?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm not buying.
Okay. What are you not buying?
I don't think I have to buy anything for my upcoming trip to Japan.
It's because you just went on a shopping spree.
I was gifted a shopping spree. Nothing better than a paid for shopping spree.
Oh, you know what you got?
What did I get?
A new ski outfit.
I did. I'm so lucky. It's a Rossignol 2-piece set that I was able to buy at Common Threads, a consignment store here in town. So it was the best of both worlds. And premium, but bought at a bargain basement price.
And premium for me, because now that's one less thing for you to complain about when we go skiing.
I didn't realize how much I complained to you.
Well, it's just like skiing. I don't know. It just I know there's gonna be a complaint about skiing, and now this is one less thing.
It's not a complaint. It's well, I love it, and I couldn't be happier.
And I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for me. What can I say?
Oh, well, I'll tell you what I'm not buying.
What are you not buying?
Did you see that Walmart Birkin bag?
Yeah, I sure did.
For $80, you can have a fake.
Quite a lot of money.
It is
for Walmart.
For Walmart? What are you trying to do?
Like the TVs are only $120.
I know. I will not be buying one because you obviously know it's fake. There's not that many people that can afford a real Birkin.
Right.
Yeah. So,
and I don't want to be linked to the Walmart Birkin bag. That is not a statement I'm looking to make.
No, I don't like Walmart. I think it's disgusting. I refuse to go in there unless absolutely necessary.
Okay, well, I don't feel that passionately about it.
Well, when's the last time you were in a Walmart?
I don't know, maybe over the summer.
Oh, I guess the last time I was in one was maybe a year or two ago, and it was just so dirty inside, and I felt dirtier coming back outside.
Yeah, I would say, yes, I would agree with that point. The entrance and the, what am I looking for? The threshold to Walmart you're like walking into a film of disgust.
It is.
I don't feel that way about the store in general. It just happens to be our local Walmart isn't awesome.
Right. Because I will say, back in the day, I shopped at Walmart more often because it was like the only place to go. So it was a little bit nicer and cleaner.
I feel like we're starting off on a negative note.
No.
We're just not Walmart fans.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's do a quick holiday recap.
Oh, let's.
Okay, tell me, what did you do for the holidays?
It was one of the greatest holidays I've ever had, if not the. Ken, thank you so much for gifting me the holiday of my dreams. It was nothing short of a rom-com. Like, better than Cameron Diaz's In the Holiday.
Minus the ROM.
Exactly. Good point. Yeah. Okay. So we left on Monday and we went to Beaver Creek and we stayed at the Westin and it was just magical. It was overcast and snowy the whole time, which I think
That's your ideal weather.
it is. I feel like that is Christmas. It shouldn't be sunny because then more than likely there's no snow on the ground.
True.
And if it's sunny, it's probably warmer than it would be. Okay. And Ken brought his dogs, which adds a fun element of home. Right?
Yeah.
Traveling with your heart. I enjoyed adding little magical Christmas. What?
Presents?
Well, I added some magical Christmas touches. I got stockings for the dogs in the shape of bones and a tiny little Christmas tree. And Ken got some gifts. He got 2 gifts in addition to the socks that he knew he was getting. We went skiing. Although we were together, there was a lot of time we were apart, which was really helped to renewing my soul. I just came back so full. My heart was full and I felt refreshed. He brought luxurious delectables like caviar. Ooh, I don't know why I said that so weird. Caviar and crab legs and mussels.
Wow.
And he bought me NA beers because he brought me NA beers like the NA Lagunitas and an NA Mojito. And he just gave me like gentle nudges and prompts like, you should go to the hot tub now. Otherwise, I'm inclined
gentle.
Like,
you should leave now.
Well, not so much that, but rather, wouldn't this be a nice time for you to enjoy the hot tub? In fact, it was. I downloaded the Chelsea Girls by Fiona What's-Her-Toes. And that was a nice addition to the hot tub. I don't know. It was just, everything about it was great. I felt like I spent enough time alone and enough time together.
And you came back rejuvenated.
I did. Until I went to work the next day and I was like, this sucks. No, it was fantastic.
Yay.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a totally opposite experience.
I think that really added to my experience. So Lindsay and I, although we didn't speak directly, we would send each other video chats as we often do. And one in particular made me laugh, probably the loudest I've laughed, the loudest and the hardest I've laughed, without a doubt, in the last year.
Oh, I love that.
People, because there was no one around and it was snowing, so there's always a little bit of like that quiet echo that traveled. I laughed so goddamn hard. I like bent over, was cackling.
Okay, let me tell you about this video that I sent her. So she sent me a video of, oh, look at, we're eating caviar and crab legs for dinner. Like, it's so magical.
There's a fire.
The hotel is so cute. The fireplace is going. The stockings are hung up with care. It's so cute. Okay, so then I sent her this video. Imagine this. I'm laying in bed. My hair's up in a messy bun. I've sweatshirt on, and I look dead in the eyes.
Like there's no makeup on.
No makeup, anything.
She's looking rough.
So rough. And I was like, yeah, that's great. So while you're doing that, I just went to the nursing home to have Christmas Eve dinner. Delicious. And now I have to help my mother-in-law hang up the rest of the Christmas decor because that's never going to get done. And there's so much shit to go on here. I don't have a time to relax. I'm so happy you're having such a good time. Yeah, total 180. Oh my God. But I will say at the nursing home, it's the one time I had a salad the whole time.
Of all the places. Of all the places you had salad at the nursing home.
Okay, that nursing home though was kind of cool because they had an ice cream machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's soft serve ice cream. I was there. So yeah, that's how our Christmases were very different. And then I saw my family, my niece and nephew. Hey, I don't know if you guys are listening. Maybe my sister-in-law's listening. Hey, Amanda. Hey, girl. Hey.
She gets the MVP.
Yeah,
of
MVP
Christmas.
award for Christmas. You make it so much more enjoyable.
Thank you for being in Lindsay's family.
Yeah, I don't know what you tell those two kids to be so obsessed with me, but
I don't know what lies you tell them.
What lies are you telling them? Because I don't get it. I don't get why they're just like so obsessed with me. But I love being popular. So, I mean, thank you.
The next generation of obsessed fans.
I know. They better watch out because I'm going to turn my little niece into a little mini me and they'll regret everything after that.
Oh, they're going to ask you not to come around anymore.
I know.
No, I remain hopeful that Amanda is okay with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that was a good time, but like, I don't know how people have kids. It's really exhausting.
It is indeed.
That I was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I saw my best friend from childhood.
Nice.
I haven't seen her in like 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
We caught up right where we left off. We had a great Christmas. So this is the thing about a Midwest Christmas. I was at my in-laws. Christmas started at 10:30 in the morning.
Yikes.
These people don't leave. They never leave.
Is that typical of Midwest families?
Yeah, I think so.
They get there as early as 10:30?
Mm-hmm.
And then they stay till what?
Well, I was thinking that a normal time to leave that I was expecting was, okay, a normal time to leave would have been like 4. You know, that would have been long enough. Even 6, maybe 8, maybe 10. Not 1 a.m. That's how long like the last like 6 people were there. Because I don't know, we're just like playing games, chit-chatting. People left and came back.
Is it just because his family is abnormally close?
Probably.
Have you ever heard of a family like this? I don't think they could win an award.
I know. This Christmas was longer than 12 hours. That's insanity.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy their company a lot, but I'm just like, oh my God, can we be done?
I don't know you as a member of a family.
Yeah, that tracks.
I mean, I don't know how I would. I'm sorry, my eye is twitching.
Oh.
Can you tell?
No.
I'm like,
are you winking at me?
I know you're obsessed with me. We've already established that.
No, I don't know myself as a member of the family either. I feel like I'm always on the periphery. Even though I'm there in the action, I'm not really an active participant. I'm sitting back and watching, and then maybe I'll participate sometimes, but I'm not really in the conversation. I'm just hanging out.
Why?
I'm just not comfortable being in it.
So you're just not comfortable being a member of a family.
Correct.
Good.
Yep. Unless it's my little family.
Which is me and your husband.
Yep.
We're so comfortable with one another.
I know.
And there were so many pleasant times. We went skiing yesterday to celebrate the new year. And I was enjoying watching that there was a number of times that there was just silence amongst all of us.
Yeah.
And I no longer felt the need to fill up.
No. We don't have to chat at all.
Mm-mm.
Which is nice.
It was nice.
I mean, and we also played the game deep activity friend game.
Yes, for New Year's Eve. What was it?
I don't know. It's called deeper activity friend game.
No, Get Deep Friend Edition.
Okay.
Which
surprisingly, there were some things that we didn't know about each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should continue to
Which
play
is
that game.
insane.
Right.
Yeah.
For example?
When it was asking where would you want to live, you would choose the beach 100% of the time, and now you've switched.
That's right.
To the mountains.
I was uncomfortable articulating that. I wonder why that is.
I don't know. You feel like you're betraying your identity?
I don't know. I can't really wrap my head around why this feels weird. Do you know how things change from your childhood? Like, I used to identify as a person who didn't like mushrooms. But now I do.
I do.
Or I didn't used to, I also didn't like tomatoes growing up. And now I do. And maybe this summer when I ate a tomato in front of my mother, she had to call it out. She's like, oh, see, I told you when you matured, your taste buds would like tomatoes. I was like, off.
Oh my God. Oh, so you're scared that your mom's going to find out that you want to live at the mountains?
Yes.
And she's going to call you out?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's why you're afraid to say it out loud.
Yeah.
But she wasn't there.
I almost don't like the ocean anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I've almost
What?
drowned so many times. I'm kind of afraid. You know what I realized? I am riddled with fear.
Yeah, you are riddled with fear.
What's going on there?
I don't know. What happened in the past year?
I have
that the fear
no
is creeping
idea.
up?
I think I need to tweak my meds. That was my first response. What do you think's going on?
Well, okay, so also over the holidays, we went skiing a couple times.
Oh, man.
And when we just went this last time,
Yesterday,
you were afraid to go, I guess. Once we got up there, you did not look comfortable.
it was icy. I don't know how to use my new skis. I'm afraid of getting hurt. I wasn't cold. I didn't mind the low visibility.
I don't know. Is that just like an age thing where like getting older, you just become more fearful?
Suck a dick.
No, even I'm just saying like anyone who's like not 5 years old learning how to ski for the first time has a fear.
Age.
I'm saying I could be afraid too. I'm not saying because of your age. I'm just saying like as we get older, we get more fearful of things.
Well, I took some comfort knowing when I expressed the same sentiments to Ken, he said he's afraid at times too.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, he's like, yeah, everybody gets scared.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel so anxious and afraid all the time. I'm going to go get my meds tweaked. I'm not going to figure this out. I don't have time to figure out what my newest problem is.
Well, is it because you didn't take your meds that one day and then it's been a ripple effect?
No, I don't think so.
This should be a question on Friends Edition. Get deep. How can you tell when your friend is off their meds?
Oh, you could tell right away. You just looked at my face. So New Year's Eve, we do a cold hot plunge. I walk into the gym. I see Lindsay. And right away, she was like, what's wrong with you? Like, she just scanned my eyes. It was like she scanned my retinas. And she could tell something was off. And I was like, honestly, I have no idea. But I do know that I'm off. Because the day before, I don't feel comfortable divulging out of this. That, like, if I don't take meds, I am maintaining a healthy balance. I just want you to know if it's not within my system within like 12 hours, I will start to like power down.
That's okay. I think a lot of people are in that boat.
What did it look like?
You just kind of looked like you weren't all there.
Do I look here now?
Yeah.
I think it's just a lot of concealer.
I mean, I think we're both kind of tired from a long ski day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, your eyeballs are there. There's someone behind the eyes.
It's funny because my roommate said the same thing.
Yeah, that's wild. That's how well we know each other.
We're so deep.
So deep.
Gets so deep.
Okay, so let's talk about what's been going on over the holidays.
What?
So first of all, the Kardashians did not have a
What's
Christmas
up
party.
with that? Why not?
Okay, they were saying, oh, there's too much construction going on at everyone's house. So no,
Everyone's
house has construction. Like, okay, the whole thing's under construction. You can't host anyone.
I don't believe that.
I know, me either. So either one or more of the possibilities I think is happening. Did you see the conspiracy about Kim K being on house arrest?
Yes, why?
Because she's been wearing that boot on her ankle.
Yes, but why?
Ankle. Oh, well, because she hasn't been going out. She probably can't host a party if she's.
But why is she on house arrest?
Some connection to Diddy of some kind.
Right. Oh, so I told you earlier they're speculating the women's that are going to be also indicted with the Diddy is, let's see, Oprah, Beyonce, J-Lo, and Chloe.
Chloe. I can only see that because she's the party girl. And she's probably like, wow, this is some fucked up shit. I feel like there was an episode of the Kardashians where she did go to a Diddy party, but then she left at some point.
I asked you this offline, but do you think any of these ladies are really going to stand trial?
Absolutely not.
I would love it if just one of them did it. So I hope it's not Khloe, but any of the other ladies. I just feel like they are up to nefarious shit all the time.
I think most people that are that high in power are up to nefarious shit most of the time.
Can I say this? This is such a hot take, but I would be okay if Oprah was in the hot seat for a minute. Because I have always believed her to be up to negative shenanigans.
I don't agree.
She has been photographed with the Clintons,
Mm-hmm.
who have been photographed or linked to the Epsteins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But there's a lot of people that have been photographed with someone who hasn't been photographed with someone that has been up to no good. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're linked, even though you might have one mutual friend.
I'm going to keep my feet planted that I stand firm that I think she's up to no good, that she has been over the past.
I'm going to hold in my heart that she is okay. Mm-hmm. But I think maybe the Kardashians would be up to no good. Especially Kris. She's like the ringleader of the whole pack.
She does feel evil. She's always been a little evil.
Yes.
That OJ thing, the fact that you like danced with the devil on that one.
Yeah.
You hooked up with your husband's best friend. She seems to lack values.
Yes. And this is the other reason why maybe the Kardashian party was canceled. Maybe Kylie's pregnant. With that little boy.
Which should be illegal.
Yeah, it should be.
Are you going to see that movie, Dylan?
No. Are you?
Sure.
Okay.
Because I want to go eat popcorn for dinner.
Bob Dylan means nothing to me. I don't know his music. I don't really get it.
Sure.
Yeah. So
I was raised with it.
Yeah.
So a little bit.
So not for me. Or maybe Khloe is rounding up all of her evidence to get her exonerated. Maybe that's why they can have a Christmas party.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like I don't know.
Okay. Also, this whole thing that has been going on since Christmas with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
I am in deep. I am Team Blake.
100%. All the way.
And if you're not, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. You love to hate women.
You hate women.
Mm-hmm. So, for anyone who's not caught up on this whole scandal, I think it was right around Christmas, right before Christmas.
So the book came out years ago,
like 2016.
Regarding Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us, which the book is about domestic violence in a relationship in which at the end, their heroine, the main character, she chooses, what's her name? Lily Bloom, the main character, chooses to end the relationship despite the fact they just had a child together. Sorry, spoiler alert, but whatever. Right? So she chooses to end the cycle of violence by asking for a divorce after they just had their child. Cool. Right? So the director,
Justin Baldoni,
is also the lead. You know, any movie about domestic violence is gonna be a little dicey.
Yes.
You treaded into very dangerous waters.
Well, here's the thing about Justin Baldoni. His whole platform and his whole come up has been based on male vulnerability and being a feminist. That is the worst kind of man.
Why do you say that?
Because I think you're overcompensating. If your whole identity is based on empowering women,
totally,
and being such a manly man that you can just share your feelings and cry and like, oh, I love women so much. Like, no, you don't. I don't believe you.
It's giving pick me vibes.
100%.
And I don't love that.
No.
Because you don't hear any man in the world identifying as a feminist.
No. Because I barely identify as a feminist.
Because if you are a feminist, you don't need to identify. You just implement your beliefs.
Yes.
Like Ken is a true feminist. And he doesn't proclaim to be a feminist. He just identifies and understands. No, strike that. Ken just understands some of the struggles that women have just existing in today's modern society. And I don't know, he's so supportive.
Right.
I don't want to say sympathetic, but he's so supportive that I never have to explain. He just kind of gets it.
So I think that Justin Baldoni just did a lot of research on the things to say to be a feminist, and I don't.
It does
fully
feel like
believe.
he was fed all of these lines.
Yes.
It doesn't see. If you look at him, even in the movie, his eyes are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike my eyes that had no one behind the wheel the other day. Not the same thing. This man seems dangerous
So
in real life. Like, I would not be surprised if this was, what is it called? Not the Socratic method, that's law school. But when they're when an actor is hired because their personality is very similar to the character. Okay.
it is typecasting.
I was watching it because I studied domestic violence in school, and I when I first got out of school as a social worker, I was a domestic violence. So there is some similar types. Watching Justin Baldoni on the big screen, it felt like he was typecasted. Maybe he was drawn towards it because he felt like he could accurately portray this character, and that makes me on edge. When you, me, and Austin went and saw the movie, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth because it did feel very realistic, somewhat authentic, which when this comes out, when all this, what is it, like the fallout of this movie, I wasn't surprised because he looks like he does this.
One other background information thing to know about Justin Baldoni is that when he got engaged.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God. If this doesn't tell you everything you need to know.
I really don't care for this person.
He made a production of his engagement.
Like literally, there was
literally
like a film crew.
Yes. So he sent his fiance to a restaurant
Yeah.
that was closed, and they opened it up for her. It was a candlelit dinner, and then there's a TV in front of her. And the TV turns on like, hey, sorry, I'm running really late to dinner. A message from him. He's like, but in the meantime, just watch this video. It's a 20-minute long video.
It's like 27 minutes.
It's 27 minutes. Yeah. 27 minutes.
Like, you love me, but there was no way you could watch 27 minutes, not unless you were in it.
Exactly.
Okay, go on.
It's 27 minutes of him practicing or like trying to propose to her in like 3 or 4 different ways.
Like vignettes almost.
Vignettes.
Right.
And these are highly produced vignettes. And it's all about him. It's all about him trying to do the proposal, like him being main character energy. Like, it's all about her watching him perform. And then he shows up to the proposal, and how he proposes is just so scripted. And he was definitely working on this for a very long time. It just doesn't feel authentic.
How did he propose?
It's like, you make me a better man. Like, just cheesy.
He's,
the fact that you made your fiance sit there and watch a 27-minute long video of
the
you.
The question is, what's wrong with her?
I know.
What's wrong with her? Like, I feel everything. He just feels like a bad person.
Exactly.
Our guts. If anyone's listening to their guts, he's not a good one.
Yeah. So, anyways, Blake Lively files this complaint against him, and it's like sexual harassment. It's him showing her like porn videos.
Speaking about porn,
watching his wife give birth, walking into the trailer unannounced
while she's breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Although there's some
iffy about that.
Okay.
So there's a list of 30 complaints. Okay. And also fat shaming her and asking how much she weighs. And he signed this, the production company signed this saying like, okay, we are going to stop doing these things so then you can come back to work and film. Okay. So
Did she take a break?
Well, there was a break because of the writer's strike. And she wasn't going to.
How was that?
This was like
many years ago.
Like 2 years ago.
Right. Okay.
So there was that writer's strike, and then she wasn't going to come back unless all of these things were taken care of. Okay, fair enough, because it was going to be really expensive to recast her.
Right.
Yeah. So they signed that. Okay. That never even saw the light of day. And then fast forward to the movie is out. We're now promoting the movie, and no one on the cast follows Justin on Instagram. They all unfollowed him. He's not at any of the premieres with them. He's doing his own press tour. Blake and the rest of the cast are promoting this as not a domestic violence movie. They're promoting it as she's more than that. She's a strong person. She overcame something, and this is more of a story of empowerment versus domestic violence.
Okay. I'm all right with that. Yeah. That is definitely a positive spin on this.
Yes. However, that backfires when Justin is on the other end of the spectrum promoting domestic violence and bringing awareness to it. And that was his whole platform of promoting, even though the Sony production company, the whole part of marketing was said that, okay, we're going to make this empowering and uplifting. That's what we want you to do.
He went out on his own and went off script and started promoting it, despite everyone else in agreement that this was going to be female empowerment.
Yep.
Again, no man, I don't know. Another hot take. I don't think a man should have a platform in which he is talking about domestic violence.
100%.
Unless you can say, I used to say I am in recovery from domestic violence. Maybe that would be the only time I would give a man a pass. It's also like a woman saying, you can't identify with having prostate cancer.
No.
Like, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to, so just leave this one, leave
it to the ladies.
Yeah.
So that's going on. And then while this movie's being promoted, it's like a smear campaign against Blake. All these interviews are coming out of her being rude, or people are not liking how she's promoting the movie. Oh, she's wearing florals. Wear your florals to the movie. Everyone had a problem with that. That's how she was supposed to promote it. So
what?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because, okay, Lily Bloom in the book.
Sure. Wears flowers.
Yeah. Owns a flower shop. So the whole thing was wear your florals to the movie. That was part of the marketing.
The expectations that are put on this poor woman. And I am so saddened by society that you were so quick to throw her under the bus.
I know.
I really thought we were better than this.
Because in that complaint that she filed, there's text messages going on between Justin, his PR company, a couple PR ladies, and they're showing these tweets. And they're like, wow, people really love to hate women.
We've always said that.
Yeah. And then and then Justin sending them screenshots of a Hailey Bieber attack on Twitter, being like, we need stuff like this, and targeted at Blake, like saying that Blake's a mean girl. Yeah. So there's these text messages going back and forth of, oh my God, we're really doing such a good job of doing the PR. And then the PR team is also like, wow, the internet's just like really taking off with this. This is amazing. So there was intention to slander her name. Okay, that's what the whole complaint is about. And then the New York Times published this article about it. And Justin Baldoni and 10 other people that were in this lawsuit are now suing the New York Times.
For defamation.
Yeah. Which is interesting because wouldn't you sue Blake Lively for defamation if this was really fake? And then 2 days later, Blake came back and sued Justin for emotional damages.
I am so sorry. This is exactly why women don't come forward with SA.
DV.
Is it allegations? Is that the right word?
Mm-hmm.
This is why women don't come forward with SA or DV allegations, because you are re-victimized, and now she's being re-victimized on a national platform. Why are women constantly being like silenced with gag orders that you can't speak the truth?
Right.
What would she get? What does she stand to gain by saying these things? Nothing.
Nothing. No.
She walked into an utter shitstorm by just reporting on the facts. Thank God her husband is there. He would come on set,
right,
and berate Justin Baldoni for the way in which he treated his wife. And it's just like, now that's not a feminist, but that is the kind of husband you hope to have, or man you hope to have in your corner, because you're like, are you seeing this? This is fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah, I know. And
I'm so sorry.
And also, yeah, you don't want to be re-victimized, but also people don't think that she's a victim or that she deserves to be a victim. It's Blake Lively. How can she possibly be a victim? She's not victim-y enough. There's literally no winning, which is why, yes, it goes on in cycles, on and on and on with domestic violence, because why would you ever come forward? No one's ever going to believe you. You can't even believe one of the most powerful women in Hollywood about sexual harassment. So what's the point?
I'm so sorry. I wish there was something we could do.
I know.
Because I would do it. I am just appalled. I'm appalled by the way the media is reporting this, particularly Perez Hilton. I am so disappointed with you. The way in which you couldn't report this with an unbiased perspective and just relate facts as things are happening. It was like, ooh, Blake Lively screwed up. You can see, like, poking holes in her allegation. And I was like, God damn.
I know. I don't understand why everyone just wants to hate on her.
I mean, like, okay, whether you like her or not, okay, fine. You have the right to not like her. But why are we just trying to discredit her?
Right. And before this whole thing came out with It Ends With Us, I didn't really think about her that much. I'm just like, yeah, I like her.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah.
I love her.
You do love her. Her outfits are pretty sick.
I just like her energy. She's kind of she's a strong lady.
Yeah, Justin picked the wrong lady to fuck with.
I'm so glad, and I applaud your courage to stand up despite the fact that this, I don't know, does this ruin her career?
I don't think so.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't. They have way more money to fight this, and the whole cast is standing behind her.
I hope so.
Friends and celebrities are standing behind her. So I think that she didn't want anyone sticking up for her when the movie came out because she knew that she had a plan in place to expose him for what he really is. And I think she has way more backing than he ever will. So I think that
and the facts
she's doing
stand in her corner.
Exactly.
I feel like she's got legitimate reasons in which to bring this forward. You know who else I don't really like anymore?
Who?
Can you guess?
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh. Ashton Kutcher is out. 2025.
So out. I'm so embarrassed. I used to be obsessed with him.
Well, you know what? It's not, don't be embarrassed because how would we have known? Only these things the reasons why we don't like him only came to light here recently, as recent in the last 2-3 weeks.
Yes.
What are those reasons, Lindsay?
Well, number one, he was at a Diddy party.
He's at multiple Diddy parties.
Yeah.
And alludes to, like, when he's on Hot Takes.
On Hot Wings, Hot Takes.
Yeah. They ask, ooh, can you tell us? And he's like, so many things happen, but I can't tell you any of them.
So that's strike number one. Strike number two, well, I guess this happened earlier in the year. He's BFFs with Danny Masterson, and they wrote a letter defending him when you know what he did.
Which was?
Rape. Multiple times.
And they said that Ashton Kutcher and even Mila were involved earlier that night.
That's so fucked up.
Yes, so they wrote a character level. They wrote a character level. God damn it. They wrote a character letter on his behalf. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Okay.
And number three, which I just learned because I've listened to the Demi Moore memoir, he is the one that kicked her out of her sobriety streak of about 20 years. So in the book, she
kicked her out.
Okay, Ashton Kutcher is the one who
convinced
Demi Moore
to abandon her principles.
Yes.
Of 20 years of sobriety. That's why it's so important for you to be with an significant other who supports your journeys, because they have so much influence over us that they can so easily put that seed of doubt that, sure, it's okay. I've been sober for 20 years. I can go back. And that's not always the case.
No, because then she went off the deep end. She started drinking a lot more.
And of course, that's why I left her. Or at least is that what he claims? Why he claims to have left her?
No, I mean, he was cheating on her.
Right.
So she left him. This is actually a real big douchebag move that he did as well. He wrote her an email about 2 days before their anniversary. And he's like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. I'm so lucky that I know you and I met you and you're just like the love of my life. Meanwhile, he was out of town at that moment, hooking up with someone. And she found out on their anniversary via the news. And she had to go do an interview that day. And she's saying, this is the hardest thing I ever had to do. Put on a nice face and pretend that everything is happy. And then I think she filed for divorce like the next week.
Good.
Dumped his ass.
What was challenging is if you were cognizant of that time and like actively watching their marriage on social media, they were the it couple. People loved them, and they loved the age discrepancy that you had an older woman with a younger guy, and they just looked so in love. Like, it was such a great marriage based in shared respect.
Yeah, she said that he was the love of her life.
Meanwhile, he was sleeping with 14-year-old Mila Kunis when he was 19.
I know.
So I'm sorry, Ashton, you're out.
You're out. Also, one more strike against him is that they have the Human Trafficking Foundation. Try to be more obvious.
Seriously. Like, you know that they're trying to, it's like birds of a feather. You are the company you keep. Like, here you are. Like, no, I don't know how to even articulate it. The fact that like your whole platform is like human trafficking, so you get in deep, you learn all the back channels, and then like how to prevent it. Meanwhile, you know it so well that you've found the loopholes in which you can do it.
Hiding in plain sight.
Okay, that's a articulate way of putting it.
Wait, let's talk about one other couple news.
Yeah.
Paige and Craig.
I'm so excited about this. Are you excited?
I mean, I'm sad that they broke up.
Why?
Because they're such a cute couple.
Oh, would you knock it off? Where is your no?
Well, can I be sad and happy at the same time?
No.
Why?
Right.
Okay. I'm sad because I feel like they were a really cute couple. I liked seeing them together. You don't watch Summer House or Southern Charm.
How long ago were those two things?
Summer House has been on for 10 years, as well as Southern Charm. Okay. And Paige has been on, and Craig has been on like the whole time. Paige has been on almost the whole time. So I've watched them.
It's still a show that they're
still a show.
Yeah, that they're currently in.
Yeah. So the new season will be interesting because you'll see them together before they break up. So this is why I'm more invested in watching them on TV, because I watch them on those two shows. So that's why I'm sad. But I am happy because, yeah, she's on a meteoric rise.
What? A meteor? What? What's the fucking word you're trying to say?
Meteoric.
Meteoric?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You're rising fast like a meteor.
Is that really a word?
Yes.
Okay. Because it sounded to me like mediocrity.
No.
Okay. Can we, for once, I feel like this is, okay, I feel very passionately about this. Congratulations, you had a really nice, beautiful relationship. But what is so incredible, and in my opinion, one of the first times I've ever heard of this coming out of a celebrity, you should applaud yourself for being such a good role model. I am so proud to align with a strong woman who I already like to begin with. But here's the thing. What's incredible, and I've never heard before, is a woman choosing herself over the relationship. There was nothing wrong with it. It was just, I want to continue to do something that I'm proud of. I don't want to stop to make my life about you. I don't want to move to your town. I don't want to give up my current existence just to be a wife. And I love that, because you can always get married. And who knows, if he really wants to, maybe he could wait for her. Maybe he could, for once, support her in her desires. Because how many times throughout the history of the universe, women give up their dreams and aspirations to support the man? And if he really loved her as much as he says he does, he would do that. Why don't you move to New York? So I'm so excited that she chose herself. And you know what? Relationships end. But what a great way in which it was amicable. And she's like, we just don't want the same things. Unheard of.
Well said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I did read that he wanted to propose to her, and he was going to, and yeah, she's not down to get married right now because he wants to have kids and do the whole thing and
well, then
live in Charleston. Yeah, I know.
But he didn't, did he?
He didn't.
He put his needs first.
Mm-hmm.
And she put her needs first. And that's exactly how it should be. I'm so tired of the narrative where the woman gives up on her dreams, moves to be with him, like sacrifices so much for someone else's desires. And this was not the case. And I'm thrilled to hear it because I hope more women have the courage to do the exact same thing. It does take a lot of courage to walk away from a relationship that the nation is invested in. Because she probably struggles with the fact that, like, I might be letting down some of my fans, such as yourself. But that's not a good enough reason to be with someone.
No. And I'm happy that she broke up with him on her own timeline.
Exactly.
And she didn't have to wait until the show was out and the season was done. So I'm happy that she took a stance and just ended it now.
I love it. And her career will continue to take off at a mediocre rate.
I swear it's a word. Meteoric.
Let me see.
Meteoric.
I am so excited for her. Congratulations, Paige.
Congrats, Giggly Squad. In general.
Well, first we're talking about Paige.
Yeah.
Let's just honor, this conversation was about Paige, right? Let's not entirely make it about Giggly Squad because she did such a courageous thing. You never hear about a woman leaving for herself. Like, I love myself more. Awesome.
I hope a lot more women follow in her footsteps.
Exactly. And yeah, you're right. The relationship that she's most invested in is Giggly Squad.
Right.
Right. So if the man of my dreams comes along, I will not abandon Honestly Smartless.
Good.
Lindsay doesn't even really want me to be in a relationship. Let's be honest.
That's because you'll get sidetracked.
And she doesn't want me to share me. I'm coming to the realization that Lindsay might be a little more obsessed with me than she lets on. She's kind of low-key obsessed with me, and I fucking love it. She doesn't necessarily like, well, no, she does do everything. So if you turn, like, I always like to do this. If you're trying to really get an idea of what a situation is, in my mind, I pretend to hit the mute button and then watch their actions. And Lindsay is obsessed with me. But what I mean by that is it's worth it to not jeopardize that relationship, even though I'm going to die alone. And I'm almost okay with that because I'm always in their back seat, literally and figuratively, and there's no room for another passenger.
Well, honestly, at the rate that you fall in love and fall out of love, I shouldn't really be that concerned.
Oh, yeah. No, I just feel, there's really no one worth jeopardizing this relationship for. And that's how, I think that's how Paige feels.
I think so too.
There's too much value and too much potential and opportunity here than any relationship. I mean, like, sex is sex. And this is also how I feel about my friendship with Ken. I feel like we're having to explain our relationship to people who don't know us. Like, automatically they assume that, that there's somehow a romantic relationship that men and women can't be friends. There's always someone like someone. And I don't agree with that. Ken and I are in 100% agreement that sometimes solid friendships such as ours, such as Lindsay and ours as well, is so valuable that we will do anything to protect it at all costs, right? Ken and I have been friends for 20 years. Maybe one of my longest relationships ever. And that is so important to me because, honestly, in my opinion, I think romantic relationships are so disposable.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They're trash.
You're trash. Get out of here.
I just feel like you can be replaced. It's never going to work out. I have no reason to believe that any romantic relationship will ever work out.
Well, yes, based on your past experience.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know that you're going to add enough value worth me sacrificing my entire existence.
Well, I think that the traditional idea of a romantic relationship doesn't work for you. I think your terms of a romantic relationship where you can come and go as you please and still do your own thing, that is ideal. And people don't understand that either.
They really don't. not, and I feel like Colorado is such a traditional value state. I think the way in which I currently operate when it comes to romantic relationships might be more accepted maybe on the coasts, but definitely like in other countries, European, that this wouldn't be like, I don't see the value in in my life. It just doesn't, I don't see, because I will get distracted.
Right. I know. And it's going to be hard to find someone who's okay having the same values as you. As you don't need to be connected at the hip the whole time. You can live separately, come and go as you please, be independent, but come together at some point. I think that's just really hard to find here.
Yes. I really don't think it exists.
Yeah. But in the bright side, you did clear your roster, so you're ready to renew.
2025 cleared the roster.
And why?
Why?
Because you realized that the people on the roster are past their prime.
Oh boy, are they ever.
And you wanted to hook up with them 10 or 15 years ago when they were in their prime.
Right.
And they wanted nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Now that they're past their prime, they're like, oh, hey, Chelsea, you're looking good. And you're like, yeah, okay, I want to hit that.
Only to fulfill Chelsea of 15 years ago, who didn't have the same level of confidence, who didn't know her worth. And it's taken me a minute, and I'm so grateful that I came to the realization that, ew. Ew, they're so gross. Yeah. Ken was like, you don't need to be a dick saint. Stop.
Exactly.
Stop. It's just gross. And so when I realized that it made me look ugly.
Oh, we don't like that.
You know, there's a couple of things that are instant icks. When you try and come for Lindsay, done. When you try and suggest I'm going to split bills, fucking done. And 3, if you are going to make me look ugly, get away from me.
I think those are 3 really good rules to stand by.
Ew.
That means we're going to have to venture out of the neighborhood.
Yes. I don't see the value in it.
And having a roster?
Or, no. I just don't see the value in romantic relationships. I think that's it.
Yeah. No, I think what you're looking for is just fun times.
Isn't it great?
Casual. I love that for you.
I bet you love that for you. You're like,
I love that for me.
I can't believe I complained so much. I didn't know you thought I complained so much. On a scale of 1 to 5, how bad do I complain?
Well, it depends on what we're doing.
Yeah, but overall,
I don't really think you complain about everything. It's literally just like specific things. Number 1, skiing. Number 2, your hair. And that's about it.
Okay.
And sometimes number 3 is people on the roster or...
Yeah, but that's more just like flushing it out.
Yeah.
I don't think
that's not really actually counting. It's just those 2 things.
Okay, skiing, I feel out of control and I feel afraid for my safety.
Yep. Shut up and ski.
Suck it up.
Suck it up. Stop being such a pussy.
You beat me to it. And 2, the hair, I just felt ugly. I'm like, I can buy prettiness. What's the problem here? You just got some bad advice from whatever, the last hair person.
I know.
But you haven't heard me say, gosh darn, think about it.
No, I've been hearing you say, I love my hair. And I was like, thank God. Yeah. I am very grateful for that.
I bet. So do you have resolutions for 2025?
I've been thinking about resolutions and I'm pretty much perfect already.
Agreed.
So, no.
Okay, so if you don't have a resolution, do you have any hopes for 2025?
My hopes for 2025 is that this is our year, podcasting year, to pop off.
Yeah. No doubt.
I just feel that in my bones. So that I'll also have a new job. And I will be a 4.0 pickleball player.
Great.
Yeah.
I love that. Those are things that are important to you. So the year of the snake.
Yes.
Is that this year?
That's this year.
Is also, well, how do I say that? So the Chinese 2025 is in the Chinese zodiac is the year of the snake. So with the Chinese New Year, other years, how do I say this?
So with the Chinese New Year and Chinese zodiac, different years are different animals.
Right.
So we are in the year of the snake right now.
It's also my year.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Are we?
So we're saying the same thing.
So specifically, this is considered my birth year. This is also my year.
Yes.
I fucking love it. So last year was one of the greatest years of my life. I can say that, and my heart resonates. And I'm so addicted to how good last year felt that I will not settle for anything less, if not more. And I love that. So how does that means my little squad is coming with me, and it's almost like now I got myself in order, and now I'm going to get the next ring of my life to pop off, i.e. the podcast, right?
Yes.
I tightened up my friendships. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I feel like, yes, 2024 is such a good year. You got your shit together.
Yeah, I really did. It's like this many years.
I mean, I got my shit together. It's the first year in so long that I could breathe and have space for other things. So that's such a good feeling to have. And I want to keep that rolling because I have more creative energy to put towards a podcast and more time and effort. So that feels so good.
Yeah.
I just want to keep it rolling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got addicted to it. And I really do have a solid confidence.
Yeah.
I am very confident.
Woo, as you should be.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm starting to understand my self-worth.
It's never too late.
No, it's never too late. And it's because I'm not wasting my time on others.
Yeah. Hence why romantic relationships are not
They're
for you.
trash.
Such trash. Trash people. Trash relationships. Except for mine, because mine's amazing.
Oh, no, that's different. You can't buy this relationship. It's not disposable. Oh my God, can I tell you one of my absolute great... Okay, so if I've got icks, one of the things that make me feel so good inside is when I get spoiled. When I went skiing, Ken was there, and no sooner did I pull up, and he popped off my skis. I was like, oh my God, I love this. I love being spoiled.
I love being spoiled. Who doesn't?
I feel like historically I haven't always been spoiled.
Oh, I think I'm so spoiled that I can't even recognize that things are a privilege.
I witnessed that yesterday. Yeah. I feel that I'm in the same boat in my home life and now with and I just hope that I'm acknowledging that people recognize that I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
I do, but I also don't stop.
Yeah, don't stop. I might not always acknowledge it because now it's just an expectation, but
that is just my personality. Should I expect you? Not me necessarily.
Not you, but everyone else around me. Yeah, you should do as I say.
Oh no, you shouldn't even have to say it.
No, it's expected.
It is expected.
I've been a brat through and through my entire life.
I don't know how you turned out to be such a nice person.
Because I'm an asshole on the inside.
And I love that about you. And I am emerging to be a nice person.
I know. We can't be too nice and sweet all the time together.
No.
So we gotta balance each other out. Right? Okay, well that was fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
I feel like I talked the whole time.
No. Roll it back. I talked.
2 words. I'm sorry.
The end. That was my contribution.
You said you wanted to go back to therapy and tweak your meds.
Have to have a therapy session in order to do that. Okay, well, make sure you share this episode with your besties and subscribe wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and follow us at Honestly Smartlist, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Dude, just fucking follow us.
Just fucking follow us. Give us 5 stars, okay?
We're funny. Everyone seems to think we're funny. I put red lipstick on for... Anyway.
Curled my hair for you today, okay? Give us 5 stars.
Put it on.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.